G'day folks, I'm Jaden Drought with Farm Trader. Next to me is Nick Murdoch with Willesden Farms. We're on the Kaitariki Spit, which is about 20 minutes east of Christchurch. Behind us is a FarmChief combination machine, so we've got a 4-metre set of deep rippers, complete with tungsten tips and the auto spring reset. That's a folding set, and then behind that we've got the main attraction, which is the 4.5-metre Express, which runs a set of paddles, 2 lots of discs, covering tines, and then it's also got a packer roller, and then behind we've got another 5-metre folding roller. So quite a lot happening in one. Nick, so what's the cropping program, and tell us just a little bit about what you're cropping and the reason for going to a machine like this.
So the reason going to a machine like this is less tractor hours, getting the job done quicker when the soil conditions are right, and also fixing a bit of, mainly with the rippers, fixing compaction issues, and getting, so we're turning a primary cultivation machine and a secondary cultivation machine in the same pass. So we're getting our finer crops, the likes of SPS crops, so radishes, and pak choy and the likes, done a lot quicker in a time of year, sort of late August, when everything's wet as hell, and they want it in tomorrow.
Classic farmers.
That's right. So that's all done very quick and easy, and like I said, low tractor hours, low man hours, because we don't all want to be sitting in a tractor for
and I mean, you guys are covering a lot of hectares too, so obviously you know, like there's only certain times a year you can plant, so that's right. So what, you know, a couple of 300-400 hectares of cropping and different crops. So we do a bit direct drilling, but anything that's been pugged from the wintering stock, we will go on with this, and great tool, because we can go straight in, fix the pugging, get a finished job out of it, put the seed in the ground, roll it, done. Drive out.
Straight into the paddock, 2 hours later, done.
So literally you are spraying it out, let it to die down, fertiliser on, incorporating it in, and then literally shutting the gate. Perfect. So, and like you were saying before, so we've talked about, so you diamond with the rippers initially by themselves in some paddocks on that heavier country, and then just running in with the combination.
That's right. Which we might change in the future. We might go to a larger horsepower, so it's the horsepower is the biggest drawback there. And in some circumstances we've had a lot of pugging to the point where the water's sitting on top of the ground. It's been quite good. We've actually gone in with lakes, you know, that deep in parts of the paddock, and ripped it so the water's actually drained through, dried out, and then we can go through, give it another cut. So it's
sweet. And so the beauty of the Express is that you're actually doing a few jobs, and so you're actually leveling the paddocks as well, you know, like, so there's a lot happening there too. So just talk us through, I think another key thing with the machine here is that you've got, you know, from heavy clay right up to some stone, you know, like there's actually a lot of different soil types as well, and that's what really helps.
So the likes of this ground down here is quite sandy silt loam, quite free draining, quite easy going, so it's a sort of tool which we'll be coming into in the next couple of weeks, where it's just one pass, piece of piss, job beautifully levelled out, planted the ground like we were saying before, and done very quick. We've got 200 hectares to do in the space of, well, the boss would like a day. And then we go into likes of our lake block, which is just 10 k down the road, which is a real balance of quite heavy clay lakefront soil, which is the Lake Ellesmere front, to which we've cultivated this year into maize. So they wanted a good fluffy deep tilth, which is hard to do in quite a heavy soil. And then we go to a real gravelly, dry, quite sort of a lot of clay content, which makes it quite hard on the surface, and direct drilling is impossible with the direct drill we have, which is a disc drill. Just rides over top, so we've gone through rippers just to break it up, and the rest does the seeding and cultivation. So
and that's hard country, that stuff. I mean, we had a look at it, you know, like it makes you cringe putting shining metal in
stones like that when you can't see any soil around. Stone.
And so the other key, you've got the larger hopper, so it's 800 litre, and so you've got a number of obviously different seeds being sown, so that the rollers to change and calibration, that's all easy, you know, like that's something that's done both from out here. You prime it, calibration, chuck it in the monitor, and job's tidy.
Real easy.
Sweet. And so that's just So that's just fanned at the back. There's 8 outlets there, and that's just fanned in behind the roller, just in front of the covering harrow. So I mean, like Nick was saying, there's a lot of tilth before that, and then obviously you've got just the harrows just to cover it, and then which is great for you know, pasture and those small seeds where it only just needs a little covering. It doesn't need to be buried real deep, you know. So again, we've got the tungsten tips on the ripper because of the such hard, you know, soil. Makes you cringe looking at some of the soil that it's going in. So and so the machine's easy to hook up, you know, with there's a lot going on here. It's nice and easy. You figured out a few tricks to chuck her on, and it seems to be pretty easy. That's right. It's like anything, you do it the first time, it takes you half a day, and you swear and curse your way through it. But after that, there's quite a few little tricks, like I was explaining to you earlier. We can drop the packer roller, lift it right up, so then when you drop the disc down, it sits level, holds all the 2-point linkage up in the air. Reversing onto the roller, like anything, when you've got lots of moving parts. I'm not a very good backer, so but I mean, relatively easy. It's a long machine, steers quite well, reverses quite well. I've a few times reversed it through gateways, and gained a bit of swearing and cursing, but when your backing can't be that bad. When it's 20 metres wide and you got 2 pivot points. But no, it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would have been. So we've got some crossover valves here, obviously. So how many spools does it take? Like, because obviously there's a lot hydraulically going on, and you've only got 4 spools on the tractor, I assume. Yep, that's right. So and then you've got to switches in the cab and stuff, so you do different things.
That's right. So we run the rippers without the switches, and then so the ripper gets 1 bank, and then the drill seeder unit, the fan gets 1 bank, and then the discs get 1 bank, and there's 4 different options on the disc. So you got your pedals, your folding, your packer roller, and your wheels, which when you're driving you only use the wheels, so the switch just flicks over and your one remote controls run whatever you want to do, control it to. And then the roller, we've got 2 options of that, but it runs through one, so that's how we use our 4 banks. Sweet. And we probably are looking at changing that slightly. We'll drop one of the banks out and run so we can run the pedals and the wheels at the same time. Just to make life a bit easier. Because I'm a dopey tractor driver. I know. I forget to change the switch. Hey, you want to do those things on the fly a little bit too, because it's one of those things that you see and you're like, oh, I want to just pull a little bit of soil in there. It's not something. That's right. No, good. And so, I mean, the reason for going out of, you know, traditional cultivation and power harrowing and bits and bobs was purely, we talked about that compaction and not such a deep layer of fine soil that then heavy cattle go on in the winter particularly. So so the speed discs have worked really well in that, you know, like you can cover the ground faster, and it has, you know, like, I mean, obviously early days, but you have seen a reduction in compaction just from what you've seen so far. Tenfold. And the great thing is you can shallow the depth right up, so you're not forced to get like conventional discs, you know, large discs or ploughing. You're depicted by your tilth, your turnover. You've got to go to a certain depth to get the work. Whereas these, they do a great job. It throws the soil out, so you can shallow them right up to 1.5 to 2 inches. And you're not losing all that good topsoil, which there's not a lot of it around in some of this country, is there? What are you trying to say? No. We were talking about the 450 mils of rain before, but check out Facebook, and thanks. We'll see you next time.